Hey, fourth grade mathematicians. Oh, it's going to be a rough one, huh? It's lesson 35 Monday. Hope y'all are doing well. We're going to be multiplying two-digit by two-digit numbers, and we're going to use area model. So the king and queen are making a comeback. Today is Monday mystery item. Take a look. Think about it. What could it be? What could it be? What could it be? Ah, it's a pencil. Maybe some of you knew that. All right. Do you remember that last week when I had you multiply by a multiple of 10, such as this number 50? All I had you do was say, get back 0. And then I would just multiply 26 times 5. And then I would apologize to the 0 and bring it back at the end. Well, that's what we did last week. So that's old news. No, you are going to use get back 0 today. You're just not going to make it your main method of solving a problem. We are going to do area model multiplication, and you'll use the get back 0 within that. Here's what I mean. Take a look at this problem, 50 times 81. I'm going to take my multiple of 10. I'm going to put it on the left side because I'm not breaking it into expanded form, so it's not going to give me the king and queen. It's just 50. It's 5 tenths, so it's going over here. I'm going to take my 81. I'm going to put it in expanded form, which means I say, what's the value of the 8? Oh, it's 8 tenths. It's worth 80. What's the value of the 1? Oh, it's 1, 1. It's worth 1. And see how I put my line there to separate the two. Because now I have a king, that's 80, a queen, that's 1, and my peasant over to the side, which is 50. My peasant goes walking through the kingdom, and he meets with the king, and he says, King, please give me some of what you have. And the king is very gracious and generous and says, you can have 80 times what I have. So now we're looking at the problem 50 times 80. This is when your get back 0 comes in. You can say get back 0, and when you ignore that 0 on the 50 and the 0 on the 80, you're just looking at 5 times 8. 5 times 8 is 40. See it down there? Now you say, come back zeros, and you invite those two zeros back. We end up with 4,000 in this box, but we're not finished because the peasant has to walk all the way through the kingdom. He just visited the king. Now he has to visit the queen. The queen is 1. She's not so generous and gracious. And 50 says, oh, please give me something. She says, I'll give you 1 times what you have. And so 50 times 1 is 50. Now the peasant wants to know how much he has all together, so he races home and he stacks his coins. So I want you to stack the numbers that are in the boxes, and I want you to pay attention to place value. You add them and you find the answer right here, 4,050. It's called area model because we know that to find area, we do length times width. Look what you're doing here. You're taking the length of this box, 80, times 50, which is the width. That's the problem in this box. Look at this one. 1 times your 50, which would give us this box here, area model, the space inside a shape. Okay, friends, if you understood this and you're good with it, then you may go ahead and work on your problem set, and I'm going to do the problem set answers in just a second. If you're still like, what is happening here? I need to see more of this. I need to see it from scratch. I want you to go ahead and pause this video and get out of it. And I want you to go to the second video under math today because it's me with a dry erase board being amazing, and it's going to help you even more. Okay? Then you can come back and look at your problem set answers later. The third video under math today is something called Get Real, and it's going to tell you exactly what you need to know to set up your work today on your Google Slides because you do have a CFA today. So right now, if things are like, what is she doing? Pause this and go look at my second video link that's on our checklist. It's going to help you out. If you're good right now, go ahead and do your problem set. Pause this. All right, I'm going to pretend like you went and did your problem set before you came back to this. Let's take a look at the problem set answers today. Number 1 is 440. Number 2 is 2,050. Number 3 is 4,380. Number 4 is 2,560. And number 5 is 3,780. Even if you saw these and you haven't done your problem set, do not panic. You can still go do your problem set and then check them with these answers to make sure they're correct. But remember, we want you to set it up an area model today. All right, it's time for you in just a second to go watch a Let's Get Real video before you do your work today. But let's talk about the math activity. You're going to click on the math activity. You're going to work out problems, hopefully on your dry erase board if you have one. And then you're going to take the pictures up close where we can see them and put them in the slide. Make sure you watch the Get Real video before doing that. Or if you don't have a dry erase board, you may do it on paper. But if you're doing it on paper, do it in pen and hold that work up really, really close to the camera to take the picture today. If you're still lost on your work, you didn't do well on your problem set, you can watch that second video I made, or you can reach out to your teacher for help. All right, friends, you've got this. Go be great.